this group is going to be running around.
Look at this group.
Doing what we're doing and wound up where we've wound up with the people that we have. And I am very, very happy about it. So thank you all very much for being here, being a part of it, being a part of this wonderful adventure and journey of being a Raider, or friends of Raiders and potentially Raiders. We've done an amazing amount of work over the years together. It's definitely not something that any one of us could have done by ourselves. It's only through our brotherhood, through our camaraderie, through our sisterhood, through a vision that we get to share together that brings us together, that gives us these wonderful opportunities. And once again, without each and every one of us contributing in our own way, plus the many, many, many people that aren't here that have contributed for us, we've done some fantastic things. So again, I thank you very much. Very much. So, one more. Odin!
Odin! 15 years.
15 years. Sean McCoy and Joe Snyder attended the Las Vegas Age of Chivalry Renaissance Fair. And we decided...
Look at him! He's a young buck!
We decided that we wanted to...
He's younger than me there, holy shit.
And what better way to do it than inviting our good friend Steve Carlson along. He's the man second in from the left. And with him, we brought in their wives, and we brought in our close friends. And before you knew it, come spring of 2003,
There's Joe.
there's that's Olaf. There's Joe, Mr. Magnus the Kind. There's Sveno. This is all at Felicita Park. And Mr. Eric the Axe as well.
Yep.
God, he looks the same.
He's changed the least of all of us. So with that first year, 8 of us started our group. Our numbers grew steadily afterwards. More friends and became family very quickly.
Is that Jackie? Right in front of him?
And there's Fresno. Fresno's a really fun site. Rebecca Escondido. There's Judy. Brizzle.
Brizzle Nation. Oh, more than I want to see.
Idar and Eric the Axe back at Esco. There's we used to do these death marches in Esco Fair and Vegas Fair. Vegas Fair was particularly death march because it was about 45 minutes that you had to parade around the entire perimeter of the fairgrounds. It was a huge event. They get 40,000 people during the course of their 4-day event. They start on a Thursday. They bus some school kids on Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's open to the general public. And being Vegas, it's open until 10 o'clock at night. So 10 o'clock at night, people are stumbling around with a beer in one hand, wanting to throw an axe with the other. There's King Poseidon visiting our camp at Kearney. Definitely a good omen.
I know that face.
So over the years, one of the most beautiful things that we've done is work together. There's been a lot of crafting going on in our group and a lot of knowledge shared. Our first tent was built by Sean McCoy, and he called us up that night and was so ecstatic about it. He was having a little hobbit party in his tent because he had the first Viking tent up. So we had a challenge to have 3 more up in the parking lot. This is back when we worked for ISIS, not the terrorist company, the pharmaceutical company. So here's the driveway, and there's our first 3 Viking tents. So, there. Our early stargazers.
Oh,
we did a lot of work in that garage.
chairs?
See, those are up on the...
They're up in the
chairs.
The Viking Boy Scouts of America chair.
That one on the left we call the Nutcracker, because if you sit in it, you'll find out. Don't make them that high. Make them much lower, more comfortable.
Oh, it's a ghost.
He's
getting hit in the nuts right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
So, in 2006, we discovered this great entity called Norway Hall. And they were doing this parade in Vista for the 4th of July. This is not the 4th of July parade. This is the Christmas parade. And we were invited to come along and attend this parade with them. We thought, oh, that's awesome. Because ever since we started a Viking group, we're attending Renaissance fairs. That's like 300 to 400 years out of date, depending on who you're talking with in a particular place. So we always thought a Viking festival would be a hell of a lot more fun. And lo and behold, the Viking festival established itself the same year we did, 2003. It took us 3 years to find them, and we became fast friends once that happened. And here we are now, after our first event with them in 2006, attending the Vista Christmas Parade. So we've pounded a lot of ground with these guys and had a lot of fun with them, and they've had a lot of fun with us over the years. Roundabout when this happened, we were given the opportunity to build upon this place. And this has always been the gold standard for years, being a part of a roving group where you're setting your tents up and you're taking them down the same weekend. You don't really got to make anything too permanent because you got to move it. It's a pain. It's a royal pain in the butt. You're just basically Mongols raiding territory from one day to the next. Nothing wrong with that by itself, but it gets tiresome. And it's nice to have a place that you can call your own, where you can leave your stuff, set up your camp, and have a good time there. And Norway Hall and Fish Club Odin have been very generous in allowing us to do this. Our creed has been that we are a group of close friends that represent Viking warriors. That will not change.